Hey everybody, it's Kate. So I'm super excited today to show you all the last, I don't know, 5 or 6 layouts of my December daily here because I've already done a video and I think I went up to page 20. So I'm going to do 21 through 26 today, and then I'll do a little quick album flip through of the whole thing. I have super duper really enjoyed this project. So yeah, so for day 21, Adam and I, as I mentioned, the reason I'm doing this album is because Adam and I got married this year, and I thought, I've been trying to work on our family traditions for him and I this year. I think it's important to think about that and, you know, make the holiday special for us, you know, as our first year as a married couple. So this for day 21 is actually the first wedding picture we got back from our photographer. And I'm gonna see, I'm working with a brand new camera, you guys, so there it is. We actually had just a little backyard wedding there. Well, it was meant to be a backyard wedding, but it was raining, so we had a carport wedding instead, but it was still nice. And so I'm just saying here, sorry, I'm knocking the camera. I'm just saying here that this is our first wedding picture we got back from our photographer, and it doesn't really have anything to do with December Daily, but it has everything to do with our story. So this, so far, is my favorite picture I've seen. So I just did it, printed it out just about 6 by 8 and put it in for day 21. Surely you can't blame me for that. And then day 22 is actually the day that he and I exchanged Christmas this year, because we were traveling to his family the following day, and so we wanted to go ahead and exchange Christmas gifts ahead of time. So on this page for day 22, I'm actually talking about my new camera that Santa brought me, and this is the first picture I took with it. This is my little kitty cat Teeny, and so I'm just talking about that on the journaling here. We shared a really great little Christmas and ate some Mexican food and handed out our gifts and everything. So that's my first picture with that camera. Love it. That's the camera I'm filming on now. And guess what, you guys? I have like autofocus and everything. I don't even know what to do with myself. So day 23 was actually a travel day. I am a very nervous flyer, and so I actually pulled the label off of one of the little bottles of vodka they gave me on the plane and put it on this tag for day 23. And so here on the journaling, I'm just talking about us being in the airport. We actually went to the TGI Fridays for breakfast before we got on the plane, you know, after we got into the airport. And I'm talking about how I ordered a Madras here and it was half vodka. So we just took some, you know, I just took some goofy pictures of us in the airport. And so here's when we actually arrived at our destination. Here's Adam hugging his dad here. So that was day 23. I just did the little airport and then us arriving at the house. And then for day 24, I did a pretty decent size spread here. In his hometown, there's a candy company called Daffin's, and they're calling it the home of the chocolate kingdom now. I didn't include a picture of that because it's not really pretty, but it's actually at one time was one of the largest candy stores in the world. So you can see here I've got a picture, and this is just a line of candy. As I'm trying to learn how to work there it is. Ugh, so nice. So this is just a wall of candy, and there were more rows. So I just took that and put that on a little tag and stuffed it down in that bag there. And so I just used some stickers here and a 24 sticker for that. I haven't done anything with the back of this. I couldn't really decide what to do with it, so I just left it. We also went to a place called Cranax, and they have an absolutely incredible display of Christmas trees that are all decorated. It's unreal. They are gorgeous, every last one of them. Like, here's a good example. This is one of my favorites. It had magnolias on it, and you know, it had sort of a pink and cream theme to it, and I just loved it. So it's this whole long display that you walk through that's full of Christmas trees. And so this is my second time up visiting his family, and we went again, of course, and it was just gorgeous. And y'all, I'm so dumb. Let me show y'all how dumb I am. Okay, so I'm like, ooh, let's take a selfie in front of the Christmas tree display. And so this camera has a digital screen on it, and can you guess what I'm looking at? The screen. I am not looking at the actual lens of the camera, and it took me 2 selfies to figure out I needed to look at the actual lens instead of the screen. Is that not dumb? Whatever. Anyway, so I'm just talking about all the stuff we did that day on that journaling. And here's another one of those gorgeous Christmas trees. And so they also have a greenhouse, and I'm just talking about on this journaling how it's full of orchids and poinsettias and all that. And this is just actually a little Christmas ornament I made, or a Christmas tag, and it's made of vellum. Well, the jar is anyway, made of vellum. And let me see if I'll focus here. I'm trying to kind of figure out what it takes to, that's a little better. Yeah, so it's made of vellum and sewn onto this tag, and it's actually got some little shaker goodies in it. So I just stuck that in there because I thought it was cute. And this is maybe my favorite part of the whole album. This was a really blurry picture I purposefully took of a Christmas tree at Cranax where we were, because I just think it's gorgeous. And so I printed it out like 6 by 8.5, I guess, on a sheet of vellum. And then I used these humongous gold stickers for the 25 because I wanted Christmas to be really like a big deal. And then I cut out a vellum, what do you call this? Vellum tab, and I just heat embossed it on the front and back, and this front part says Joyeux Noël. And so let me get that out of the way. So this just starts the actual Christmas, and it's just really pretty from the back side too. And this back tab says Believe. I heat embossed that as well. And so this is just a picture of my mother-in-law, Char, her absolutely gorgeous Christmas tree. It's just beautiful. She's got some lovely ornaments on it, some that sing and move and dance and everything else. And it just warms up her living room, and it's beautiful. So I did a little journaling about her tree. And then here's my husband. If you point a camera at any of these guys, they're going to do a pose for you. So I took a couple of pictures of them. Here's them pretending not to talk to anybody. You know, everybody's looking at their cell phone instead of talking to each other. And then here they are kind of goofing off. And I've just written on here, I took the photos into Photoshop and did a little journaling on the photos. And I just put the Ostheimer men will line up for a photo anytime, anywhere, no fussing. And they really will. Anytime, if you point a camera at one of them, they're ready to go. So, of course, this was Christmas Day, and we went down to his brother's house for Christmas breakfast. And so here's our little nephew here, and he is yanking the wrapping paper off these presents. And so I did just a little journaling about that. And then here I talked about, you know, just what we did that day. Here's the nephew having a little Christmas breakfast, and the brand new niece here. And so I did a little heat embossing, and this just says, have yourself a merry little Christmas. And I just by accident happened to cut out a 2x2 square, and when I turned it over, it had the 25 on it. So I thought that was great. I used it. And then here's just a little shaker in the bottom with some goodies in it. And then, so that we're still on Christmas here. Later in the day, we took a little buggy ride down the street. I'm just talking about that on the journaling. Right here, I just ended up stamping this in green. What do you call that? It's the Tim Holtz Distress ink. And I really wish I had some green embossing powder, but I didn't. I should have gotten that ahead of time. But again, y'all know I started on like day 7, so I'm pretty happy that it I'm even done with it now. And so here's a little Christmas tree I heat embossed as well. And there's a little gray heat embossed snowflake. But I just love this little part of the paper with the deer head on it, and it said 25. And then these words back here are all Christmas carols, and this is just a little bling that I stuck on there. This is kind of cute. We went for the little buggy ride down the street because his relatives' houses are really close together. So I took a picture of all the guys lined up. And then on this card, I wanted to show you this a little closer. This card, you can see the little house here on it. And it actually was a solid card, but what I did was take the, I took an X-Acto knife and actually cut out the windows because I wanted it to look like there was a candle burning here, and then it got, you know, like light and then darker in the windows, like there was somebody home burning a candle. And so I actually took and colored this piece with Copic markers so it would look like that. And then I don't suppose the camera's going to pick it up, but I covered it with Wink and Stella so that the windows are a little sparkly. And then I just stamped this little smoke there. I thought that came out pretty cute. And I just put this little heart on the page protector, home for the holidays. And of course, another shaker here with a big old deer head because I enjoy that. And then on the next page, later in that day, we went to his mama's house and we had a big old Christmas dinner and got to meet all the aunts and uncles and all that stuff. So I'm just talking about that on this journaling. And these are some super cute little stickers I got at Michael's. They have some stitching and all like that. And here's just a journaling card from that paper collection. It's called Photo Play. Oops, sorry y'all. Is the name of the brand. And I picked it up at my local scrapbook store. So here's just a couple more pictures. And I did, again, some stamping and heat embossing and a little stitching here. This, I don't know if the camera's going to pick up that sparkle. Yeah, just a little bit. I double heat embossed that. So that's pretty cute. And of course I had to put another shaker down in the bottom. And so here's just some more pictures of family, and this is pretty cute. I used a little stamp set to stamp out that little snowman, and then I colored him with my Copic markers and then just heat embossed the whole thing with like shiny, what do you call that? Iridescent embossing powder. So there's that, and then another shaker because I can't help myself. And then here's the final picture for Christmas. We all got in a big old family photo together. So that was a lot of fun right at the end of the day there. And then you flip that over. And this is actually just a piece of scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby. And it's in the shape of a Christmas tree and says a very Merry Christmas. And then I laid this vellum over the top. And this has got some stickers from, I want to say it's Elizabeth Craft Company, and they're just super thin little stickers. And I think you're actually meant to lay them down and then color on the paper and then peel them back up, but I didn't. So I actually did a 26th day in my album because our brand new little niece got baptized and we were happy to be able to be there for that. So here's the little invitation for that. And I just put another tab and did some more heat embossing. This says Believe. And there's the back of the little invitation with another little precious little picture. Of course, I got some Post-it notes on it just to cover up any personal information. And then there's a picture of the niece and nephew. And this is just a wood veneer. And it originally said something, I don't know what, but I just turned it over, glued it down, and put those gold stickers on there for the day. And then this is maybe also one of my favorite parts of the album. It's a little dark. This is a printable from Jen Scow, I want to say. She's doing a really awesome December daily this year as well on her YouTube channel. And it just says, maybe Christmassy thought doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas perhaps means a little bit more. And it's a printable. And so all I did was print it out on vellum again and cut it down to 6 by 8.5, I suppose. And then slid it in the page protector, and it just so happens this paper had these little dots on the back. This green and white paper had the little dots on the back, so it kind of looks like ornaments on a Christmas tree here, and I thought that was like just a perfect way to end that album. Jen has got some really cute printables on her website, and she's even got some freebies up that are really cute, and I printed some of those as well. So that was my album, and I'll just do a little quick flip through here. So there's my title page, Merry and Bright. The reason why, and like I said, it's just mostly about us getting married this year and me wanting to start some new traditions. And it's really just, it has been so much fun, y'all. Like, I keep hearing all the YouTube ladies say, because I've been following everybody just about, I keep hearing them say, oh, they're ready to be done. Even Allie Edwards, who came up with December Daily, is like, oh, you know, I'm kind of over it. I was just ready to be finished at this point, da 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 da. Not me. I was like, I had a blast the whole time. I just really enjoyed it. I guess this shows me how much I enjoy. This is really my first attempt doing like a more Project Life type album. I had sort of tried before, but the 12 by 12 pages were just too intimidating for me, y'all. But it turns out this 6 by 8 format is just pretty much perfect. And here's some more shakers in here that I absolutely love. See, this is days 8, 9, 10, 11. I didn't really start to the 7th, so I didn't have a whole lot of pictures. And so those are more journaling heavy. And then finally, about the 12th day, you know, I sort of started figuring out that I needed to be taking several pictures every day. Again, like I said, this is my first time doing any kind of Project Life stuff. This is a picture from a long run. They repaved my road, and it's so much nicer to run on now. This is a Felicity, I want to say it's a Felicity Jane Cuttable from the Silhouette store, and I love it. So cute. Super cute. So here we go. Like, I finally figured out I needed to start taking some more pictures, but then again, I don't have one on day 17. But I do love that sugar skull so much. And this little tab just says pull here, because the journaling's on the inside. And this is one of those big, the album turned out pretty chunky. I'm pretty happy with it. I love putting glitter and stuff, and I did a lot of stamping and heat embossing. I used several sheets of vellum. I just love it. Margarita. And we went looking at Christmas lights, and that was pretty fun. Woo woo, I love this. And I think I only had one of these 2x2, like a full sheet of 2x2s. Those were kind of hard for me to do. I may try to, like, next year I may cut, you know, and just do 2, like 8 pictures instead of 12 or how many. But yeah, I had like a total blast doing this. I've already got my setup started for 2016 and how I'm going to do Project Life this year. I'm super duper excited about it, and so I will be sharing some videos of that coming up. And I'm really excited about this new camera, and so I'm hoping to have much better video quality for you all. Much better video quality and lighting, and I can actually like focus on what's in front of me now. Super cute. I wish I had done more of this layout. Like, I think I had a couple of sheets of this towards the back of the album, and I wish I had done a couple more because I kind of enjoyed that layout with the 4 2x2s on the back. Super cute. But yeah, I had a total blast. If you didn't do December Daily this year, may I suggest that you do it next year. So much fun. And I actually signed up to get a monthly subscription to Felicity Jane because I was so impressed with her December Daily kits this year. So I'm hoping my first one of those should arrive. So I'll be doing some Project Life stuff with that as well. And then on the spine, I just heat embossed 2015 using Studio L2E hexagon number stamp set. And then if you can see, I think it looks great from the top. It's like pretty chunky, and there's ribbons and stuff hanging all out of the top, but it will, you know, slide right on my shelf. So I'm super excited about it. I just loved it. I had a really great time. I would love to see your December Daily albums. If you know anybody else that did December Daily this year and has some good videos, I'd love to see them. And I'd love to hear from any of you that follow some good people, like Project Life people who do good process videos and stuff for Project Life. I'd love your suggestions on that as well. So anyway, Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you're having a really great weekend, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.